Well, hello everybody. It's 2:30 again on Friday, time for FAQ Fridays. We have a couple questions today. The first question is, if I sue the other driver, am I suing him or the insurance company? Okay, so the way it works is, in Texas, you're not allowed to sue the other insurance company directly. So somebody runs into you, you've got damages, you want to sue them. The insurance company is who you're trying to get the money from, because most people are what we call judgment proof, meaning they don't have any money, and you get a judgment against them, you're not going to collect. They'll take the money out of the bank. They will, move. They'll quit. Somebody will even quit their job. You get a $1 million verdict against somebody, and he doesn't have any money. He's going to quit his job and quit working. He's not going to keep working just to pay that $1 million off. So, so in most cases, what you're doing is you're suing the insurance company, but you're not allowed to style the case that way in Texas, because when you go to court, when you go to trial, the jury's not supposed to know whether anybody has insurance or not. So you don't name the insurance company, you name the other individual. John Doe, Bill Smith, whatever. So he's the defendant on the pleadings, on the lawsuit. He has to show up to court to explain his actions, but you're not really trying to get any money out of him most of the time. You're trying to get money from the insurance company, and you have a disagreement about what it's worth. So this is how you're going to determine it, is let a jury decide what the case is worth. But the theory is you can't tell the jury that there's insurance, because then the jury will just go, oh, well, it's just an insurance company, so let's award as much money as we can, because it's just an insurance company. So that's the theory, and that's why you don't actually sue the insurance company. You sue the individual, but unless he's a millionaire or a billionaire, you're not really planning on probably collecting from that individual, or unless he has a lot of assets. But he's got a contract with his insurance company, and the insurance company has agreed that any judgment against him that you get, they will pay. So the style of the case is always against the defendant for his negligent actions, not against the insurance company. But in general, that's who you're trying to get the collect your judgment from, is from the insurance company. Okay, the second question is, I don't want to go to court, can you still help me? And of course the answer there is yes, of course we can help. Most of the time we don't go to court anyway on cases. About 95% of cases, 98% get resolved before trial. We won't even file a lawsuit without getting your permission. Just because you file a claim, you're not filing a lawsuit. So you file a claim, we'll do everything we can to get it resolved, and if we think they're not offering enough and your claim's worth more money, we will recommend filing a lawsuit for you. And of course, it's your choice. But even if we file a lawsuit, doesn't mean you're going to court yet. Lots of times after we file a lawsuit, insurance companies will agree, all right, well, let's reevaluate this claim, and we're going to pay lawyers to defend this and answer it. That's going to cost us a bunch of money, so let's reevaluate it. And lots of times, just after we file a suit, they agree to pay more money, and so we get your case settled immediately after we file suit. But if they don't, then what you still do is you set it for trial, and trials are usually, if you want to get a decent trial date, you got to go about a year out anyway, year and a half, sometimes even like 2 years out. And so in the meantime, you're doing a lot of discovery. You're exchanging answers to interrogatories, requests for productions, requests for disclosures, and then they take depositions, and the other side will want to take your deposition, we'll want to take the other side's depositions. And what most judges do anyway is they require you to go to mediation anyway before you go to court. So what will generally happen is, after you do all the discovery, before trial, you'll schedule for mediation, and that gives you one last chance to settle the case before going to trial and actually going to court. And of the cases that we file suit on, I would say probably 75, 80, 85% of those get resolved either during discovery or at mediation. So you can still, stay with your claim and stay with your claim all the way up till mediation. And unless they decide to yank all offers, which is really, really rare. They usually don't do that until like the Friday before trial. If they know you're not going to take the money anyway, they just say, all right, well, let's quit offering money. But so you have a real good chance of getting your case done at mediation, and then usually right before trial, that's when they get serious a lot of times, when they say, okay, this case is definitely going. We've been kind of bluffing, thinking we wouldn't have to pay the full amount, but now it looks like we're going. We'll give it one last chance on the Thursday before trial or the Friday, because they know then that their defense lawyer has to work all weekend getting ready for trial, and he's going to bill them a bunch of money just for the weekend. Plus, if it still doesn't get settled, then he's got to bill through the trial. So lots of times they'll come up with more money right before trial, where you're literally on the courthouse steps. So, 99% of the time, just because you come to us, you're not going to go to court. But if your case needs to go to court, we will take it to trial, take it to court, take it to appeal if we need to. But it's your choice all along the way. And if you say, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to take the money, then at any point you can do that. So, but definitely coming to us is not a final lawsuit, and it's not going to court. We can file a claim for you, and then give you what their best offer is, and we can go from there. So the decision is always in your hands. Well, thank you everybody very much for your questions, and we will see you again next Friday at 2:30.